How do we hold universities accountable? We're watching what's been taking place for some time, college universities in particular, some of the Ivy League schools. Seen, uh, we've seen two university presidents get kicked out. We've seen donors pull away from these various different places, and quite frankly, that's where you start. That is where you start. And again, listen, you get to yourself a position in life, you build up a business where you are the wherewithal to make donations to certain institutions. For example, you go to XYZ University and you had a wonderful experience and you did really well in life, and you want to, for whatever reason it may be, you want to give money to that school. You love your school. You have every right to do so. But, like I said, yeah, it talks about the love. People say, oh, the root of all evil is money. That's not true. Money is a tool that can be used for a myriad of different things. It has been unfortunate that people who have donated to these colleges and universities haven't held them accountable in how their money is being spent and who they're bringing on campus. And it's gotten obviously much, much worse over the years. I mean, we've seen it happen before us. We've seen diverse thinkers, if you will. And when I say diverse, it's more than likely conservatives that aren't allowed to speak or screamed off campus. Why would you donate to a school that allows something like that to happen? Why would you perpetuate that type of nonsense? You have a big responsibility. You have that type of money and that type of influence. That's all well and good. You want to give money to the school. Maybe you want to get your name on a building, whatever it may be. That's a bit of a vanity project, quite frankly, but that's fine. It's fine. Shouldn't you demand of that institution to do better? I mean, this has been going on for some time. The old Mr. Miyagi line, no such thing, bad student, only bad teacher. What do you think is being shoved down these kids' throats? And again, it's not just those teachers' faults, because the true teachers should be the parents and pointing these kids in the right direction. But if you have the wherewithal to give money to an institution, you choose to do so, shouldn't you make sure that money is being spent properly? Yeah, I get the various different, phone calls I would give back to your school and university. And again, to me, it's like a cruise line, for crying out loud. What are you going to do? You're going to build another rock climbing wall or whatever it may be. I mean, it's a lot of the money is nonsensical, quite frankly. If it's there funded for a certain purpose, you want to have a funding for a conservative professor on campus, again, which is, more, you got a better chance of spotting a unicorn, for crying out loud, on most college campuses. I can see that. But again, estate planning, vanity play, whatever it may be, making sure that you can get invited to the right clubs. When you have that type of power and you wield that type of power, and you know what, you want to donate money, that's all well and good. But shouldn't you make sure that your money is actually being spent to actually further the cause of a proper education, a well-rounded education, so kids can get both viewpoints? A college campus where, Ann Coulter decides to give a speech and you get professors screaming and yelling at her from the thing. Why don't you shut the hell up and listen? I'd sit in their audience. If there was a left-wing speaker up there, I'll hear them out. I'll hear what they have to say without interrupting them. It's not a college campus anymore. It's become a bloody brown shirt political rally. WatchDog on WallStreet.com.